It's open. Hello, Stephen.
Rod? Buy a drink?
Oh, no thank you. It's laundry night. When you run a garage...
How's Betty?
You tell me.
Well, you played Sir Galahad at the funeral. I didn't.
Oh. Well, when I dropped her off at the inn, she was fine. I haven't seen her since. But if you're worried about her, Stephen, there's a phone. You can go over and call her. Just leave a dime.
I'll take your word for it.
You know, Stephen, you surprised me. Coming all the way over here and just to ask about her. Take you a couple of seconds at your office. You got a phone there. Don't tell me there's bad feelings between you two.
Why were you talking to Eddie Jacks?
Oh, you mean you didn't come over here just to ask about Betty? Huh?
Answer me.
We're not in court.
What did he tell you?
That he didn't kill your friend. Well, that's all I need to know. Now I can go back to Rita and reassure her, given that brilliant representation he has, why, her daddy ought to be scot-free in no time. Right?
Your point?
What are you going to do about that dark-haired girl?
What do you mean? Oh, I'll find her. I'll interrogate her.
And if it turns out to be Betty? We both know it'll turn out to be Betty.
I'll interrogate her.
I wonder.
You think I'd fail to question her? I have a client who's being accused of...
I don't know what you'd do. You don't have a sister-in-law's lying in a hospital praying that Eddie Jacks is innocent. So if that dark-haired girl turns out to be Betty...
I'll interrogate her.
Gently.
No, to get the truth.
And if the truth is?
No matter what it is.
Oh, really? What if to free your client you have to send Betty to prison? Oh, I know it's a wild situation. It couldn't happen. But what if it did? What would you do, Stephen? Besides squirm?
What happened, Mr. Peyton?
Pick up that mess and get out.
Well, what's the matter?
Do as I say and get out.
Something must have happened to make you act like this.
Way over your head.
Nothing's over my head. Now, you've been acting funny like this ever since you had that talk with Harrington at the hospital.
I told you to pick up that mess.
No, I'm not going to pick up that mess, and I'm not going to leave you alone, and I'm not going to mind my own business. Not until you tell me what it is that's got you so upset and angry.
How dare you talk to me like that?
I want to know, because I've got a right to know.
Well, it isn't like running errands, Lee. It's not that simple.
Well, you should be able to trust me by now.
Well, today, Eddie Jacks sold me this paper.
For services to be rendered, I promise to pay Eddie Jacks $50,000. $50,000? Leslie Harrington. Now, you were right, Mr. Payne. He came over here to earn his money by killing you.
Yes, Lee.
And he was going to use my wrench and tag it on me.
That's right.
Well, aren't you going to take this to the police?
Oh, Lee. I appreciate your concern, but...
Don't talk to me like that. I'm only trying to help you. If you could see yourself now, you look like you did today at the hospital.
All right. You want to be treated as a man. Very well. Sit down. Listen to me, Lee. With only this piece of paper, the district attorney's office will never prosecute Leslie Harrington. Not without the supporting evidence of Eddie Jacks, which he won't give, because he'll be hanging himself in the process.
Yeah, but Harrington hired him to kill you.
Oh, Lee, wake up. There is no Santa Claus. Many criminals go unpunished. Leslie Harrington wants me dead. Eddie Jacks bungled the job, but that won't stop Harrington. Lee, Harrington can't afford to have me live any longer. The day I told him I had this piece of paper. That's why I'm bothered, Lee. You said you wanted to be trusted. Very well. I wouldn't dare to show this piece of paper to anyone else but you. Now you know. But that doesn't change anything.
I want to take care of everything, Mr. Peyton.
I told you it wasn't simple. I want you to make him leave me alone forever. I want you to kill him. Quickly. Tonight. Quietly kill him. He's at the mill right now, Lee. He's waiting for me right now. He's waiting for me to come into his office and sign over the mill and all my properties to him. That's what he offers, Lee. He'll leave me alone. He'll let me live. If I give him everything.
Do you know what you're saying, Mr. Peyton?
If you do this for me.
I could do it. I could do it just like that and not even worry about it because of what he tried to do to you. But
You'll be saving my life. I'll give you whatever you want. More than you want.
What if I'm caught?
You know your way around the mill. You don't have a motive. You won't use a gun.
I don't want very much.
Whatever you want.
You've already done a whole lot for me, Mr. Peyton. You know, you've treated me in such a way that it would make my old man look just like the bum that he was. Now, how am I going to show my appreciation by slowly driving you across some bumpy road? No, I'm no fool. Harrington's the fool. For trying to have you killed and for trying to scare you into giving him everything. And now I have my chance to do the one thing in this world I'm not afraid to do. The one thing you can't do, Mr. Peyton, that I'm going to do for you. Good night, sir. And rest at ease.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Put a gun in your hand, squeeze the trigger, and destroy the murderer of my granddaughter.
I want to know what I'm going to tell your daughter when she asks why you jumped there, why you didn't stay around and deny you had anything to do with that woman's death.
And you still care about us. Maybe out of all this, Betty and I will get back together.